What's up, guys? It's Stash Ketchum, and today I want to talk to you about something that is flooding my Instagram feed. I'm sure that it's flooding your Instagram feed too, and you could probably guess we're going to talk about the Fusion Strike stolen cards. Now, supposedly there were around $200,000 worth of hits stolen from the factory, and employees stole these from Fusion Strike. Now, the reason that I want to bring this up is because it's personal to me. Because my booster box, I didn't get jack squat out of my Fusion Strike booster box. I think it was, looking back, and I'll put the picture up right now, I believe it was 6 hits, 5 Vs, and 1 V max. Now, that's a terrible booster box. It's not good. So I didn't get a full art. I didn't get, full art V. Obviously didn't get an alt art. And I'm not going to say, hey, I should have gotten an alt art, because I know they're not easy to pull. That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to say, hey, this is personal. I opened a booster box that had terrible pulls out of it, and now I'm finding out that somebody stole $200,000. And I'm not laughing because it's funny. I'm laughing because I'm in disbelief over this. I mean, the stacks of hits that this person had. If you haven't seen the picture, actually, we'll throw the picture up right now so you can see this. Just stacks of Espeons, stacks of Gengars, stacks of Rainbows. So it's just completely out of control. Okay, so again, I'm not saying that one of those cards would have been in my box, but a lot of people are saying, hey, you know what? These were probably cards that were going to be discarded. These weren't the cards that were going to go into circulation. I find that hard to believe. And here I'm going to give you 2 reasons why. First reason A, my booster box. Look how terrible that is. Now, it's a small sample size. It's 1. But many people have voiced that this is not an uncommon booster box for Fusion Strike. A lot of people have been getting very terrible pulls out of their booster boxes, so I'm not the only one. So that's A. And then there's B. So B, people aren't talking about this. And I know that I had some family in this weekend, and I may have missed somebody throw out a video on this, but I wanted to talk about this part, maybe even more so than my terrible booster box. So this part is, do you remember the God boxes? The God boxes floating around, the hot boxes that were just loaded with hits, and I'm going to post one right now. This was posted on Reddit from StreetRat817. You can see there are 7 Rainbows, 2 Gengar VMAX alts, a Mew VMAX alt, a full art Boltund, and 2 VMAXs. Now, that's not typical. My booster box isn't typical when it comes to a booster box in other sets. So it begs the question, is there a correlation between all of these stolen cards and these God boxes? Is there a correlation between all these stolen cards and these crap boxes that are not even getting a full art in? I don't know for sure. I don't work in a factory. I don't know anybody that works in the factory. But it sure seems fishy whenever this news comes out and the pull rates are terrible. And then we say, well, the God boxes were a mistake. Everybody was saying that. And back then, it was okay, something happened. These were shoved out into these boxes, and clearly there was a mistake. But was it a mistake? Was this something did this person have authority to make this happen? And I'm just thinking out loud here. This is food for thought. Whenever somebody's in the factory and can take that much, do they have that authority to where they're getting away with this stuff? They're able to do something. So did they shove all these in these God boxes? And then there's me sitting at home that rip open my booster box and I say, I didn't get anything out of here, but then I see somebody getting a God box. So that makes sense. There was an error in the factory. That's why I didn't get a full art. Or did they shove all those in there and there were only a couple God boxes, of course, as you know, around a couple as in, quite a few, but a couple as in how many booster boxes were actually printed for Fusion Strike. In the grand scheme of things, there weren't that many God boxes, I guess is what my main point is. So did they do that to throw, the decoy out that, okay, that makes sense why pull rates are so bad because all these God boxes, when in reality, all the cards that were supposed to be spread out across Fusion Strike were stolen. I don't know for sure. That's just something I'm throwing out there. Or did it happen because they stole all those cards? They took them off the line and then these got, sprinkled in and things got out of whack because of it. Maybe not on purpose, but it got out of whack because of it. I don't know for sure, but it's definitely something to think about. And leave a comment below, guys. What do you think? Do you think there was any correlation between these stolen cards and these God boxes? Do you think there's any correlation between the pull rates in the God boxes? Or do you think that these cards were simply the discarded cards, if you will, and they were taken and that's how they got away with it? And the pull rates and everything, that was just a coincidence that everything was thrown out of whack in this set. Let me know in the comments, and thank you guys so much for watching.